cookie friends, welcome back to Lights Camera Cookies. I am so happy you're here with us today. Thanks for coming back, and if you're brand new here, I hope you subscribe and stick around and hang out with us. Me and my friend Hank, who is our hand-up comedian.
Ah, yes. Oh, hear him.
He's a puppet. And he's not Cookie Monster.
No.
All right. We want to bring you some really fun videos, cookie decorating videos, tell some jokes, have some fun. So last week we talked about the next thing we want to make. So we actually wound up going to an apple orchard. Yeah, this past weekend. It was a lot of fun. We got way too many apples. Please tell me in the comments below if when you go to an apple orchard, do you come back with way too many apples? Because I think we came back with way too many apples. Way too many apples is like more than 5 pounds of apples.
What?
Right? Why do you do all these apples? What do you? What?
How many apples did you bring back?
I think I picked like 20, which was a lot of apples.
20 pounds?
No, 20 apples. How many did you pick?
You said 20. I assumed in pounds.
Oh, Hank, that's a lot of apples.
Oh, no.
I want to show you guys what we're going to make today. We're actually going to make 2 different cookie designs. We're going to make 2.
Do we have the budget for that?
Yes, we have the budget for that.
Oh,
we're going to make 2 different cookie designs.
Oh, look at it there.
Okay, so one's super cute. One's a little creepy, but I thought that was appropriate because we're getting to that Halloween time. So let's start off with the cutie pie. He's absolutely adorable.
Oh.
Look at how cute he is. He is cute, right? It's so cute.
Look at that cookie.
Who would want to eat this little apple? All right, so that's the first one we're gonna make.
Wow.
Followed by.
Oh, what is that? What is that?
How cool. If you know what this is, you are my people. This is Snow White's poison apple.
Oh.
How cute is that? Well, cute, spooky, cool, right?
Gross.
Imagine for a Halloween party. For a Halloween party, you
so
could
gross.
make these. Hank, you want to eat some?
Ah, no. She ended up in a glass coffin.
She did.
Bad. Really bad.
This isn't really poison, though.
And then some prince has to kiss me? He's gonna be really weirded out. He sees a blue fuzzy puppet in a glass coffin in the woods. What the fuzz? Oh!
Hank is so upset right now.
Seriously?
It's okay. We're gonna decorate.
That is awful.
We're gonna. Do you guys think the story of Snow White is awful?
That's weird.
Well, I guess when you put it that way, it is kind of weird, but I still like it.
Weird.
What do you guys think? Weird? Not weird? Okay, so let's get right to it. We're gonna start off with this super cute apple first. Here we go. So here are all the tools you will need to make this very cute apple cookie. And just remember, like I always say, if you're going to make these for friends and family, it would be best to use some food-safe gloves to handle the cookies with, just for sanitary reasons. Alright, so the first thing I'm going to do is come in here and make my caramel outline. I wanted this to be a caramel apple, so I imagine that the apple was dipped from the stem down into caramel. That's why it's a little bit wavy at top. It doesn't have to be perfect. And then I'm going to come in with my red royal icing and just make that barrier line or my flood line with my red royal icing to finish out the apple. And then while I'm up there, I'm going to put my stem, put a little squiggle of brown in there. And I'm going to come over and do my leaf, outline the leaf. Perfect. I'm going to put a little squiggle of green in there as well. Fill that in. And come back in with my scribe tool and just smooth that out. Alright, now I don't use tips for my bags. I find it easier to use my piping bag and cut the tip off. So I cut that tip off to make it a little bit bigger so I could come in and easily flood in this caramel colored royal icing. This is a medium consistency. It's not too stiff, it's not too runny. It should come out of the bag nice and easy. Just go back and forth and back and forth. Perfect. Very satisfying to watch that. I'm going to take my scribe tool. I'm going to make sure I push all of that icing to the edge of my fill line, my flood line that I first made. I'm going to close in any gaps in the icing. I'm going to pop any bubbles that I see. This is a very important step. It really gives your cookie that detailed finish, polished look. I'm going to give it a little shake, and that's going to even the whole thing out. Perfect. Now I'm going to just fill in that stem. Very nice. And I'm going to come back in with my red. Again, medium consistency, not too runny, not too stiff. Gonna get really close to that brown caramel color icing we did. And just go back and forth and back and forth and fill that in. Take my scribe tool. Again, push everything to the edge of my flood line. Pop any bubbles. Smooth out any little imperfections. Perfect. Now, while this icing is still wet, I'm going to take my white icing. While it's wet, it's called a wet on wet technique, and I'm going to come in and put a little shine line right on the apple because I wanted this to be a super shiny apple. So since that was wet, it's going to set right into the red. It's not going to be raised. It's going to set right into that red icing. Very cute detail. All right, now the cutest detail is the eyes here. So this is a nice stiff royal icing consistency, and this is how I make my eyes. I actually make like little swirls. I find that that gives me the cleanest shape for almost a perfect circle. Rather than pushing it all out at once into like a blob for the eyes, I do make that little pinwheel effect, and I smooth that out. Comes out almost close to perfect. I'm going to do the same thing. I want to put that little shine in his eyes with some white icing. Make that little pinwheel for my circle. Let's add an extra dot for some extra cuteness. Then just take my scribe tool and I just want to push that in, make sure it sets into the black, pop any imperfections. All right, and he is a super happy little guy, so he needs a big smile. And you know, I meant to make pink icing for little rosy cheeks. I forgot. So what I had on hand, which is a really helpful tip, you don't always have to make icing. I had these little round sprinkle circles, and I just popped them right on and made it super cute. And now I wanted this to be a drippy, sticky caramel apple, so I wanted to put in for a really, really cute. You could have left the apple just the way it was, but this added an extra really cute detail, and I think it's my favorite part of the whole apple. Just come back in with that brown color and add some drips. Look at how cute! He is so cute. I'm going to come back in and just put that little bit of detail on the leaf just for an extra effect. Oh my gosh, you guys. That is the cutest apple I've ever seen. All right, let's get right to the next one. All right, so this is our poison apple, and I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to outline that apple with my red icing, make a stem. If you notice on this cookie cutter, it's the same cookie cutter. I just broke off the leaf because I didn't want a leaf on this. All right, and same thing as before. Go back in with that royal icing, back and forth and back and forth. Medium consistency, not too stiff, not too runny, and go right back in with my scribe tool. Push it to the end of that flood line, pop any bubbles, smooth it all out, and give it a little shake. That is a great looking apple. Gonna fill in that stem. Perfect. Get your scribe tool, make that all nice and perfect. Now, I am using a copy cake projector, which I will link in the description. So I drew out by hand this face for my poison apple, popped it into the projector, and had a stiff royal icing. I wanted it stiff so this shape would stay, so it wouldn't flatten or run into itself, and I'm just going to follow exactly what I drew. The projector is a really great tool. You know, you could freehand this, of course, but I do find it to be really easy if you're making a bunch of these apples, pop it into the projector. That way it'll look the same every time. So now the fun part is flooding this poison apple with the green slime. Now, I know some people would make another consistency royal icing. I try very hard to use the same consistency royal icing, so you don't have to go back. And I mean, it would make it easier if it was thinner, of course, but I just wanted to try with this thicker royal icing and see how this would work. so I didn't have to go and water my icing down. If you do want it thinner, you just pop that icing right out of the bag, add some more water or milk or whatever liquid you were using, and it would become thinner. I didn't feel like doing that, so I just spent the extra time, and I really had to smooth this green icing out with my scribe tool. It would have been easier if the icing was thinner, but this is what I chose to do. So I really worked on, you see how much more work it is when you don't thin out the icing. Gave it one big giant shake, and I think that this is a really, really cool cookie. So what'd you guys think? I am so curious. Which one, if you were having a fall or Halloween party, which one would you guys like to make? What are you doing, Hank? I was in the...
Gotta go through these apples.
What's the
Oh
matter?
my gosh. I started to think after you started showing me that other apple.
Yeah?
There is gotta be a bad one in there.
You mean like...
Oh, yes,
Crazy.
yes. It looked like a normal apple. Take them out.
I wonder which one it is.
Oh,
Is it this
take
one?
them all out.
Is it that one?
Ah.
Hank, I think it's this one.
Go bite it. It'll make the snow shorter. Okay. I was trying to finish an apple and I chipped a tooth. It was pretty hardcore.
Hank, you don't have teeth.
Oh.
I hope you guys enjoyed this. If you did, please like this video. Please give it a thumbs up. Go follow us on Instagram or Facebook.
Yes,
and if you guys make one of these, I would love to see it. If you want to make one of these, tag us in it at Lights Camera Cookies. I would love to see what you guys make. Hit the bell for notifications.
Ding.
Like, subscribe. Guys, thank you so much for being here. We truly appreciate you very
thank you.
much. Bye, guys. Thank you so much, and we will see you next time. Bye, Cookie friends.
They all saw my dinosaur tail. Look. Oh, freakishly long dinosaur tail. Oh no.
Do you say caramel or caramel? Caramel.
Caramel?
See what? Caramel.
I've been stabbed.
We got Hank a shirt that says Hank. We got Hank a shirt that
I
says Hank.
forgot who I was.
Stop, what are you doing? Are you ready?
Yes.
Okay. Hi, cookie friends. Well,
Sorry.
better. Caramel, chocolate, stop.
Sorry, I lost my apple.
Why are you? You are something today, Hank.
I
You
have
are
20
something.
pounds of apples to clean up. I am not in a good place. Listen.
What?